Shalom. It's the brother Gamal Ya'Allah out of GMS ATL, giving all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWSHI. Alright, giving double honors to the apostles, the elders that rule well with sincerity, and also Shalom to all the Akim that are pushing out this truth with sincerity. Alright, so this is just a news update going into the impending World War III, which, as we all know, is inevitable according to prophecy and the Lord's promises. Now, this is breaking news as of today. North Korea declares war on the United States. All right, and they have proclaimed that the U.S. has crossed the line. Now, let me go to this article. So here we go. North Korea's top diplomat for U.S. affairs told the Associated Press on Thursday that Washington has crossed the line and effectively declared war by putting Kim Jong-un on its list of sanctioned individuals, and said vicious showdown could erupt if the U.S. and South Korea hold annual war games as planned next month. Now, if you've been keeping track, now North Korea, they were upset with these war games last year as well. But you know, hopefully Kim Jong-un will stop talking and make this thing happen, and actually, you know, retaliate, because that's what we're looking forward to. All right, let me see. We regard this let's see. Yeah, he said, we regard this thrice cursed crime as a declaration of war. Although North Korea has already been heavily sanctioned internationally for its nuclear weapons and long-range missile programs, Washington's announcement on July 6th was the first time Kim Jong-un has been personally sanctioned. So you see that? So they're taking that as an act of war. All right. Let me see if there's any more. Alright, that's pretty much it on that article. I'm going to go into the video, though.
Yes, please. 이번에 미국은 우리 최고 조공을 감히
The U.S. committed an extraordinary crime by challenging our supreme leadership. And by doing this, the U.S. has crossed the red line. In complete confrontation with us, we regard the extraordinary crime of the U.S. as a declaration of war. And we have taken practical and corresponding measures. If the U.S. insists on carrying out these joint military exercises in August, any situation that results will be the responsibility of the U.S. Now, as we know, a lot of shit happened in July, in the month of July, right? You had a lot of, you had Jake get killed. All right, July was a really beautiful month. All right, and there's truth, man, because a lot has happened this whole month. You got a lot of things heating up overseas with, you know, with the impending war, and you also have a lot happening on American soil, right? Because you got Jake's getting killed. All right, and just all sorts of things are starting to boil. All right, and the Most High is you know, he's taking this place down internally. It's like you know, America's bleeding from the inside, right? So let's see. Let's go to Amos 9 and 8. I mean, this is a classic scripture, but we gotta, you know, go into these things. This is Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. Alright, so the Lord, ultimately America is going to be destroyed. Alright, so that's what our eyes are focused on right now. You know, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. All right. So ultimately, the elect is going to be saved out of this, right? Now, another thing I want to go into as well is the lack of awareness that you Americans have, or that just people in general, because your media is not covering American media isn't covering. You know, they're not updating people on what's really going on. You got to go to third-party news outlets to really understand what's going on. All right. Now here's just a few comments. You know, because you go to the comment section just to see what people's opinions are, right? And just to see, you know, what condition people are in. So this is the comment section of the North Korea declaring war, right? This is he is so terrified delivering the shit. I bet Kim Jong holding a gun behind the camera. All right. Let's see. They will wipe their stinking Asian asses for the planet. Let's see. LMAO, these people want attention. Let's go hunting for some North Korean people. We ready for y'all, U.S. Army. Look at this. No one wants war with America. You must understand how powerful this country really is. You must not understand. The opposers want peace and want America out of its business, but America is the bully of all bullies. See? Let's see. Look at that. Wars and rumors of wars. As a matter of fact, let's get that. All right. Let's see. All right. It's Matthew 24. And 7 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars, and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So that's basically what this is, man. This is wars or rumors of wars, because before any war sparks, right now the war has already started, but it hasn't officially. They haven't officially, what do you call it? It hasn't gotten physical yet. But if you go into the history, every war doesn't just start physically, right? It starts with you know, things leading up to it. Now, we know that at this point it's inevitable, right? Because all these moves can't be reversed. All these moves of aggression, that's what I meant to say. Moves of aggression are acts of war. It's kind of like in school, right? You might have a person you got beef with, and then the rumor goes around the school that, okay, they're gonna fight today, right? And so everyone, you know, after school, what's gonna happen? They're gonna fight, right? Because that rumor is already going out, and that's a good analogy to the scripture, because the rumor's already out there. All right, just look at this as you know, the school hallways. You got two people that are it's a rumor that, yeah, they're gonna fight after school, right? And you know it's gonna happen, because I mean the beef is real. And you might hear one side like, yeah, man, I'm gonna fuck him up, you know, and you hear a lot of threats, all right, acts of aggression, right? And you hear both sides, and they're both, you know, sending those threats out. So it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. It's like, you know, when they see each other, when they finally meet face to face, they're gonna get it in. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Can't wait till Trump blows these dog-eating gooks off. All right. Bluff. Fuck U.S. and fuck Korea. America's our land. Fuck bitch ass Korea, bitch ass North Korea, pussies. So as you see, man, most people are in a state of being asleep, right? That's the condition that most people are in. Now, you got a lot of people that are saying, okay, America's dominating, America's military is dominating. Now, I want to show y'all this. This is an article, and this is America's military decline. It's declined a lot since 1993. Now, let's see. This is the force structure squeeze. All right, this is the Army active in strength. It went from 4,905,000. This is like it, 495,000 troops to 475. In 2014 it was 440. Right, Navy ships 346. Now it's 272. Air Force combatant coded fighters 1,400. Now it's 1,100. So it's constantly declining. Now, needless to say, America's their weaponry and their stuff is out of date. Really, their missiles are out of date, right? Because you got Russia that's constantly improving. They're constantly upgrading their weaponry. Now, I want to go to this this speech that Putin had, because there's a lot of good meat in it. All right. Now, this is from a press conference in June. All right, and there's a lot of heat in here, man. All right.
Мы с вами. Я сейчас не буду просить, чтобы вы это все вот так.
And I'm just gonna pause it and read it, because you know it says, but I'm not even gonna hope that you are going to relay everything exactly how I said it in your publications.
Скажу, отражали в своих материалах, влияли на прессу там или как. Я просто вам, вот знаете, хочу вам лично сказать, напомнить какие-то вещи. Ведь мир избавлен.
I must remind you, though you already know this, that major global conflicts have been avoided in the past few decades due to the geostrategic balance of power which used to exist.
Войн и военных конфликтов мы с вами все об этом знаем. Благодаря так называемому стратегическому балансу, который был достигнут после того, как две суперядерные державы договорились фактически о сдерживании.
The two super nuclear powers essentially agreed to stop producing both offensive weaponry as well as defensive weaponry.
И в росте наступательных вооружений, и о сдерживании в системах противоракетной обороны. Потому что для всех понятно, если одна сторона развивает противоракетную оборону успешнее, чем вторая,
becomes dominant in their military potential, they are likely to want to be first to be able to use such power.
то она приобретает преимущество, и у нее появляется искушение использовать это оружие первой. Поэтому это один из краеугольных камней международной безопасности. Система против...
This is the absolute linchpin to international security, the anti-missile defense system, and all of the surrounding agreements that used to exist.
Противоракетной обороны и договоренности в этой сфере. Я далек от того, чтобы кого-то ругать, обвинять в чем. Но когда наши партнеры американские вышли в одностороннем порядке,
it's not in my nature to scold anyone, but when the United States unilaterally withdrew from the ABM treaty, they delivered a colossal blow to the entire system of international security. So when you go into it, now that treaty was a balance of power, right? Because that was basically saying that, you know, we both have arms, but you know, we're not gonna increase our nuclear arms.
Или вот это был первый удар по международной стабильности с точки зрения возможности нарушения баланса сил стратегического.
That was the first blow when it comes to assessing the strategic balance of power in the world.
Тогда я сказал, ну, мы сейчас не можем развивать эти технологии, поскольку дорого, во-вторых, еще неизвестно, как они будут работать. Мы не будем просто деньги палить. Мы пойдем по другому пути, мы будем совершенствовать ударные системы, чтобы сохранить баланс.
We're going to take a different option and develop offensive weapons. So wait, he said, so basically Putin says he's not gonna he said they will not be developing defensive systems because it's very expensive and they aren't sure yet how they will work for the Americans.
Технологии, поскольку дорого, во-вторых, еще неизвестно, как они будут работать. Мы не будем просто деньги палить. Мы пойдем по другому пути.
And they're not going to waste their money.
Совершенствовать ударные системы, чтобы сохранить
баланс. They said pretty much we're going to take a different option and develop offensive weaponry. All right, so basically they're trying to counteract America's defense and pretty much create offensive missiles that can counteract those these nuclear defense things.
Только для этого. И для того, чтобы угрожать кому-то. Нам ответили,
They're saying they're not threatening the United States. They said, fine, our defensive system is not against you, and we assume that your weaponry is not against us. Do what you like.
Она связана с тем, я уже говорил, по-моему,
as I already mentioned, this conversation took place in the early 2000s. Russia was in a very difficult state at the time.
Россия находилась в очень сложном положении. Развал экономики, значит,
economic collapse, civil war, and the fight against terrorism in our Caucasus region, complete destruction of our military and industrial complex.
Оборонная промышленность в развале, вооруженные силы в ужасном состоянии.
They wouldn't have been able to imagine that Russia could ever be a military power.
Наверное, думали о том, что пройдет некоторое время, имеющиеся, доставшиеся от Советского Союза вооружения.
My guess is that they are sure that even that which was left over the Soviet Union, so basically they underestimated Russia. That's basically what he's saying.
Поэтому он сказать, да делайте, что хотите. А мы предупреждали, что мы будем это делать.
But we told them that the reactionary measures we're going to take, and that is what we did. I assure you that today we have had every success in that area.
Я сейчас не буду всего перечислять, но мы модернизировали наши комплексы.
What do you say?
И успешно
I'm not going to list everything. All that matters is that we have modernized our military industrial complex. So Russia has a lot of things that they're holding out. They got a lot of shit up their sleeve, man.
Сейчас не буду всего перечислять, но мы модернизировали наши комплексы и успешно развиваем новые поколения.
We continue to develop new generation warfare. I'm not even going to mention systems against the missile defense system, and that's an exclamation mark, man. See that?
Я уже не говорю о системах преодоления, системах противоракетной обороны. Но наши партнеры, несмотря на все наши
no matter what we said to our American partners, to curb production of weaponry. They refused to cooperate with us. They rejected our offers and continue to do their own thing. See?
Сотрудничестве. Не хотят с нами сотрудничать, отвергают все наши предложения и действуют по своему плану. Я сейчас не буду, некоторые вещи считаю даже пока некорректным говорить публично. Но можете мне верить, можете не верить. Мы даже пока некорректным говорить.
I think that would be rude of me.
Ну, можете мне верить, можете не верить. Мы предлагали конкретные варианты сотрудничества.
They rejected everything we had to offer. So America's not trying to hear it. So here we are today, and they've placed their missile defense system in Romania, always saying we must protect ourselves from the Iranian nuclear
Нам
threat.
нужно защититься от иранской ядерной угрозы. Где ядерная угроза иранская? Ее нет?
Where's the threat?
Договор подписали уже. И причем Соединенные Штаты были
You even have an agreement with them, and the U.S. was the instigator of this agreement, where we
мы
helped.
поддержали. Но если бы не позиция США, не было бы этого договора.
But if not for the U.S., then this agreement would not exist, which I consider Obama's achievement.
Договор правильный. Он разрядил ситуацию вокруг Ирана.
I agree with the agreement because it eased tensions in the area, so President Obama can put this in his list of achievements.
Но угрозы нет, а система ПРО продолжает строиться. Значит, мы были правы, когда
But
говорили,
missile
что
defense
нас
systems are
обманывают.
continuing to be positions. That means we were right when we said they are lying to us. See? That's a so-called white man. He's a liar, man.
С нами неискренне, ссылаясь на
Their reasons were not genuine in reference to the Iranian nuclear threat.
Ну так оно и есть на самом деле. В очередной раз пытались нас надуть. Сейчас построили эту систему. Сейчас ставят там ракеты.
So they built the system and now they're being loaded with
Вам
missiles.
должно быть известно,
You as
что
journalists should know
ракеты
that
закладываются в
these missiles
капсулу,
are put into the capsule,
которые
see that?
используются
Which are utilized from sea-based mid-range Tomahawk rocket launchers.
ракет средней дальности «Томагавк» морского базирования. Значит, туда закладывают сейчас антиракеты.
These are being loaded with anti-missiles that can penetrate distances of up to 500 kilometers. So listen to
Мы
this,
знаем,
watch.
технологии развиваются. Мы примерно знаем, в
But we know
каком
that
году
technology is
примерно
advanced.
американцы
We know
получат новую
in
ракету.
which year the Americans will be able to accomplish a new missile. We will be able, which will be able to penetrate distances of 1,000 kilometers and then even further. So they're already ahead of the curve. They know America's next moves.
Будет уже не 500 километров, а 1000, а потом больше. И с этого момента они начнут угрожать.
And from that moment on, they will be able to directly threaten Slacker. They'll be able to directly threaten Russia's nuclear potential.
Мы по годам знаем, что будет происходить. И они
We
знают,
know
что
year
мы
by year
знаем.
what's going to happen, and they know
Это
that
вам
we
только
know. See
вешают
that?
лапшу на уши, как
It's
будто
only
говорят.
you
А
that
вы,
they
в свою
tell
очередь,
tales to,
вешаете.
and you spread it to the citizens of your country. See that? Lies, man. Because the media, man, they're not telling them. And this is a key point of this whole thing. It's you that they tell tales to. So just like how I was bringing out the World Star, you got people that are blind to this, man. They don't know what the hell is going on because the media is not telling them.
Население. И люди не чувствуют опасности. Вот меня что беспокоит. Ну как мы не можем понять? Мы тащим мир вообще
How can you not understand that the
совершенно
world is being pulled in an irreversible direction? See that?
новые измерения.
That's the Lord's
Вот в чем
judgment.
проблема. Делают вид, что
That's
как
the
будто ничего не
problem.
происходит.
Meanwhile, they pretend that
Но я не
nothing is
знаю даже,
going
как
on.
достучаться.
I don't know how to get through to you anymore. See that? See that? So they're trying to pretend. See, a lot of people aren't going to know we're in actual war until the nukes are on their way, right? Because American media is going to try to hide it. They're going to try to use distractions like Pokemon Go. They're going to try to use a whole bunch of diversions to keep you distracted from the issue at hand.
О чем говорят? Это часть обороны.
And they justify this as a defense system, not weaponry that is used for the purpose of offense, systems that prevent aggression.
Не наступательного. Это, значит,
Listen to
системы,
this, watch.
которые призваны оградить от агрессии. Это неправда, это не так.
This is absolutely not
Стратегическая
true.
система противоракетной обороны – это
A
часть
missile defense system is
наступательного
one element of the
стратегического
whole
потенциала.
system of offensive
И все
military
это
potential.
работает
See
в
that?
единой связке с наступательными ударными
It
комплексами.
works as a part of a whole that includes offensive missile launchers. One complex blocks, the other launches a high precision weapon.
Другие
The
прикрывают
third
от
blocks
ядерного
a
ответа.
potential nuclear strike, and the fourth sends out its own nuclear weapon in response. So this defense system, right, that America's claiming they have, it's a part of an offensive strike. All right, it sends out a counteracting weapon.
Удара. Третье, значит, наносит сами ядерный удар. Это все в комплексе решается. В комплексе современного
This is all designed to be a part of one system.
неядерного исполнения высокоточным оружием. Значит,
This is how it works, Slugger.
ладно, вот
This
эти
is how it
высокоточным
works in
оружием.
current non-nuclear but high-precision missile defense systems.
Значит, ну, ладно, вот эти противоракеты,
Well,
которые
okay,
будут
let's put
развиваться,
aside
будут
the
все больше нам
actual
угрожать.
defense,
Но
missile defense issue, right?
вот в эти чехлы, куда закладываются эти ракеты,
But
я же
those
сказал, что
capsules
они
into which
берутся
anti-missiles
с
are inserted, as
кораблей.
I mentioned, they are sea-based.
И там эти шахты, так скажем, используются
On
для
warships
томагавки.
which carry the
Там
Tomahawk
можно вообще
subsonic
просто
cruise missiles.
за несколько часов поставить туда томагавки и все. И это уже никакие не
One could
противоракеты.
deploy it into position in a matter of hours, and then what kind of anti-missile system is that?
Но мы знаем, что там в
How
этих
would we
шахтах
know what kind
находится.
of missile is in there?
Нужно просто изменить
All you have to do is change the program,
программу.
non-nuclear to nuclear. So basically they're saying they don't trust America, man.
Всё.
Because they could say it's all defense, but then they're striking them.
Работа абсолютно незаметно. До Румынии никто не будет знать, что там происходит.
This would happen very
И что
quickly,
допускают
and
Румын
even
туда,
the
что
Romanian government.
Ник-
Selected.
Все. Это работа абсолютно незаметно.
And the Romanian government itself won't know what's going on.
В Румынии никто не будет знать, что там происходит. И что допускают Румын туда, что
Do you think they let the
никто не будет
Romanians
знать, ни
call
румыны
the
не будут
shots?
знать, ни поляки не будут
Nobody's
знать.
going to know where it's being done, not the
Я не знаю, как это
Romanians. You
делается.
think I'm not familiar with their strategy? See?
Это, на мой взгляд,
Putin knows what the
это
hell is
большая
going on.
опасность. Вот
From what
когда-то
I can
мы
see, we are very
обсуждали
dangerous. So Putin feels threatened too,
с нашими партнерами американскими, у них была идея
where
создания
they said they like to develop
баллистических
ballistic
ракет
missiles
в
without a
неядерном
nuclear
исполнении.
warhead.
Ядерной головкой. К чему это все придет? Ну, ясно, стратегический баланс в мире. И еще раз.
Alright, so he's saying let's retain the strategic balance of power.
Вернусь к этому. У нас от крупных вооружений только кажется, я в этом уверен.
That's pretty much it on that. But as you see, man, this thing is heating up, man. And Putin is calling America's bluff on live television, man. Right? So this is Psalms 5 and 9. For there is no faithfulness in their mouth. Their inward part is very wickedness. Their throat is an open sepulchre. They flatter with their tongue. See that? So Esau is just a liar, man. He's just a straight up liar and deceiver, man. That's what devil means. It means deceiver. Destroy thou them, O God. Let them fall by their own counsels. Cast them out in the multitude of their transgressions, for they have rebelled against thee. See that? So, you know, that's what's gonna happen to this place, man. All right. So, you know, Russia is turning into the old world power that it used to be, right? Look at this. Like it or not, Mr. Putin is a real leader. Obama is a man-child, totally clueless. See that? So, you know, we want Putin to get this thing. You know, we're backing Putin, man, because, you know, Putin is a real leader. You know, he's looking out for the protection of Russia, all right, and he's totally against this whole world, this NATO, you know, agenda, all right, and you know, the Lord is putting that spirit on Putin to really get this thing, to really come up and come against this beast, man. Right? So, you know, that's pretty much it on that. But just keep your eyes open, brothers, and stay in tune with the prophecies and the news. All right, because this thing is heating up. It's day by day now. It's really hour by hour. So, you know, we need to be. This thing could happen in a matter of hours. This thing could spark any minute now. So, all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWSHI, giving all praises and honor and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWSHI, double honors to the apostles, and shalom to all the Akim. Shalom.